Hello and welcome to Unnecessary Detail. Today we're looking at this beautiful brown leather case and the pencils that come with it and the sharpener. This is by this company called Hidesign. They sell this pack of 4 pencils in various shades of tan and green and black along with this leather case, and they also throw in the sharpener for good measure, and I'll get to this also. This is important. But before I go there, I have to talk about the pencil. It has a very old world feel to it. Just look at this. Just holding it in your hand, it takes you back to the 1900s, or at least how you imagine the early 1900s to be. It just feels very quaint, very calming. I don't know what the coating on top of this is, what is wrapped here. Some of it has started unraveling. I don't know whether it's leather. If it is, maybe it's a bit of a waste to put leather on something like a pencil that will be sharpened away. I don't like the idea of it, but I like the execution of it. All of it comes together wonderfully, and the moment you hold this pencil in your hand and start writing with it, it just starts uplifting your entire experience. It's very calming. So this is the Hidesign. I think they call it the Aragorn, inspired by Lord of the Rings. Aragorn pencil case. I do not think they sell these pencils separately. What you get here is the case plus 4 pencils and a very thoughtfully provided Staedtler sharpener. And there is a reason why it is required, because these pencils are thick, and if you look at this lead pointer or sharpener, it comes with 2 holes, a bigger one and a smaller one. This does not enter the small opening and you can't sharpen it. So if you get these pencils and you don't have a sharpener which has a wider opening, you will not be able to use them. So I really appreciate this depth of thought and giving an additional sharpener. And you start sharpening, and I don't like sharpening them too much because these are precious, not because of the cost, but because they were a gift, and I don't like the idea of wasting too much lead by sharpening it away. I anyway don't like to use extremely sharp points, so this is okay for me. Price point of view, this is about rupees 2,700, which is about 27 US dollars. This is just a factor of 100 approximately that you can consider. These prices, of course, are the India prices that I'm talking about. The price is reasonable, it is not cheap. I don't even know whether this is the best use of $27 or 2,700 rupees. I know you can get a lot more things, but what shifts the balance for me is the case. And I'm looking at it wrong. This is essentially what they're selling, a case which comes with a few additional pencils. The way my mind works, I am looking at it as a set of 4 pencils with a case thrown in. But yeah, if you really value the case, a nice leather case like this, I think should be about 15 to 20 US dollars or 1,500 to 2,000 rupees. So if you add all of that up and you add the 4 pencils and you throw in this sharpener, I think the pricing is fair. It is not exorbitant, but it is expensive. So you can take a call on whether this fits in your budget. This could actually also make a very nice gift. if you know someone who likes pencils, who enjoys writing, or is getting back to this hobby, or just likes fine writing instruments, this case can also be used most likely for fountain pens. Yeah, there is enough clearance. The only thing I don't like about this case is that the flap doesn't come with a lock. This thing does not really grip the upper flap. It could have been slightly longer. Maybe if we remove the pencils and then try putting it in, yes. Something like this would give a better sense of security for whatever is kept inside. While we're doing all this, let's put the old faithful Staedtler 9 to 5 inside. It goes in all the way, and then once you pull this, it is pretty secure. So yeah, maybe for pens and mechanical pencils, 2mm blade holders, review of this is already on the channel, along with many more. In fact, if you are a regular or if you're enjoying this, please do consider subscribing. There is a lot of stationery content on the channel that I am certain you will enjoy. And of course, I like sketching every now and then. So anyway, coming back to the review. So yes, I think for pens this will be very nice. And I've had this for a very long time, and as you can see, I just can't find the heart to use these pencils aggressively. If you compare the length, this one is almost as good as new. So yeah, I use it sparingly, but the moments I do use it are all moments that are full of joy. So yeah, which actually brings me to the next point, which is the actual pencil part of the review. And these pencils are just almost voodoo because they have such a good mix of soft, smooth, and dark lead, which also holds a point pretty well. So, point retention is also very good, and that is quite rare. It's usually a trade off between this or this. You do not get both, but with these pencils, you just start writing and you keep writing. Again, as if you're a regular, you would know. My preference is not that I need a very sharp point at all times, but what I like is even as it gets dull, it should remain usable, and this one does that very well. I don't know what pencil is inside it, where they're sourcing it from, but whatever they're doing it very, very well. So the pencil, the case, the leather wrap, or let me just say the wrap and the core are perfect. The length is good, the girth is good. Overall, it is just a wonderful old world experience that is extremely enjoyable. So, if you happen to get this, I am absolutely certain you will enjoy using it. If you have any questions about this pencil, leave them in the comment section below. As always, thank you for your time and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.